Lee Kang's family immigrated to the US through Angel Island. In order to be able to enter the country, they needed to study the answers for some questions the US officials could ask. On the other hand, there was a law that forbade married women to enter the US, so Lee Kang and her siblings had to practice calling her mother auntie, as if she was her dad's sister. The purpose of the questions was likely to check if they would be able to evolve and adapt to the new culture and environment. If any question was answered wrong, the whole family would have been deported back to China. The Chinese Exclusion Act was a law which stated that no Chinese with a job would come into the US. It caused many Chinese people to stay in prison because they were accused to have a job, even if they actually didn't. People were always very nervous, waiting to the Americans to interrogate them and choose their fates. The biggest fear of those that were detained in Angel Island was to be deported back to China because it could be shameful. Some people even decided on committing suicide instead of going back. Other immigrants who came through this island were from Korea, the Philippines, and Japan. A reason for Japanese immigration might have been the Sino-Japanese War against the Qing Empire of China.
Ellis Island was an island where the immigrants arrived to enter to United States. The immigrants were from Eastern and Southern Europe. They went to United States because they were very poor and due to religious intolerance in other countries. The travel was very difficult because the immigrants were a lot of people in a little space. They had to pass a medical exam. It was named the 6 second. There, the medical people saw if the people were ill or healthy. The medical people wrote an X to identify the people who had signs of mental disease and a PG to identify the girls who were pregnant. For other hand, the registry room. It is a space where the immigrant people went to have medical and social inspections. It was a difficult process.
Seymour Ratcliffe was a Poland boy who had a special talent. It was singing in the synagogue. He decided to come to America because there would be more opportunities for him. When he left Poland, he was 4 years old. The journey lasted 2 weeks, and there were some problems. One of them is that there were storms in the sea, and other was that he had a bad cold. At Ellis Island, there were between 5,000 to 7,000 immigrants. Seymour and his father were separated because Seymour was ill, and nobody that was ill could cross the Atlantic. At Ellis Island, he had no toys with him, but he was with other boys, and he could play with them. Some of them spoke the same language as him. The food was different. It was like American food, but he liked it. People who were sick stayed at Ellis Island. It was like a jail. The other boys and him looked the people that left the island to go to the United States, and they felt sad. In New York, Seymour helped his father singing in concerts and making money to help his family and send the money to his family. In 1924, immigrants weren't allowed to enter to the United States, and the rest of his family couldn't enter in the country. One day, he sang for a congressman. The politicians liked the way Seymour and his father wanted to help his family. He sung for the president. He said to Seymour that he sang well, and he helped him and his father to bring their family to the United States.
I'm going to talk about two children who moved to other country. Asia was born in Nikolaev, Ukraine. She moved to Atlanta, Georgia when she was a baby. She moved because her father won a green card and got a job there. She felt homesick. Now, Asia and her family live in Michigan. The life of Asia has changed because things are different in the Ukraine and the United States. The holidays are different. They celebrate Christmas on January 7. Ukraine is an Orthodox Christian country. On the other hand, Taylor was born in Australia. He moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Taylor moved Taylor moved because his mom's job was transferred there. Taylor, he was scared because he had never seen this place before. Now Taylor lives in Georgia, in America. The life of Taylor changed because in Korea he eats Korean food, but here he eats steak and hamburgers. His favorite American food is macaroni and cheese. He learned about trick or treating in Halloween.